Jackson Ferguson Stadium here in Rossford. It's the Rossford Bulldogs getting ready to take on their arch rival Genoa Comets here in Northern Buckeye Conference football action. It's the Toledo Sports Network. It's high school football. I am Mick Gonzalez. He is Pat Eakin. Pat, got a couple of teams, well, we call it the Maroon Bowl, but it should be a lot of fun here on senior band night for Rossford. And you got a team in Genoa who they just want to hold serve so that they can get ready for the postseason if all goes well. And then, of course, Rossford, who, well, they've got some stuff they want to prove here tonight against some of the big boys in Genoa.
Yeah, Genoa's got even more than the postseason. They're 6-1 and 3-1. They got a big date coming up with Eastwood here in a couple of weeks. Or next week, actually.
Yeah, next week.
So, they want to stay on course. They want to hold serve. They've got a playoff spot. They're in one. A win over Eastwood would probably get them home field advantage. And I'm not saying it's impossible. Yes, Eastwood's ranked number 1 in the state. We'll see. Can they be beat? I mean, they played some pretty hefty competition right now. Rossford, meanwhile, spread offense. They've used a couple different quarterbacks. We're going to see who comes out here tonight. 3-4 overall, 2-2. Some nice wins over Elmwood, Woodmore, Northwood. They scored a lot of points this year. Spread offense, 1,400 yards passing between two quarterbacks. And, Genoa's without their star quarterback, Jake Plant. So, and also the Simmons kid, one of their linemen, Hunter Simmons. Big Hunter Simmons is out, both of them on crutches. So it's going to be a good game. It's going to be, like you said, the Maroon Bowl. Two schools have been playing each other since the 50s when they were both in the Northern Lakes League, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be a good game right down to the wire.
Well, we'll see what happens. As Rossford is the home team here, of course, and they won the toss, so they be receiving to start the ball game here. As you see Genoa heading out there in their maroon with white shirts, maroon numbers, maroon helmets, and of course on the other side, the home team, you've got Rossford in all maroon with some white trim on their helmets and their numbers.
Yeah, when you're talking about colors, they are the exact same maroon color that both these schools have been using traditionally and both these schools date back to playing football to the 1920s. I mean, almost 100 years of football, 200 between the two of them. But they use the same exact colors. And fortunately for us and for everybody here, the visiting team wears a white jersey and the home team wears a dark jersey. And that's about the only way you can tell the difference between the colors here.
I was going to say it was a lot of fun watching both bands play the anthem before the game because they were both decked out completely in maroon.
It looked like one band.
Yeah,
it looked like one band.
Well, Sam Witt, get ready to get things underway here as we have the opening kickoff, and we're underway. A squibbler knocked down near the 30-yard line, and they covered up. Zach Perry covers it up. And it'll be 1st and 10 here for Rossford as they have it at their own 31-yard line is where they'll spot it. And, of course, the magic question, who they'll have at quarterback.
Yes, we're going to see either Kyle Cronenecker or
and it's who it looks
Austin
like
Ike.
Is.
Yes, and from what I understand, he's quarterback the last 2 games, completed 12 of 14 passes, 3 touchdowns, 173 yards, and from what I understand, he's a transfer. So, he most likely had to sit out the first 5 games, and we're in the 8th week of the season, so that makes perfect sense.
Well, here we go. 1st and 10, the ball at the 31-yard line of Rossford. In the shotgun, an empty backfield. You got trips out to the right, ball on the left hash mark. Here's the snap. He's just going to keep it and run it up the middle himself. Good run as he gets 5 yards the hard way. As Cromenack gets all the way out to the 36-yard line. Well, they'll spot it at the 37, so a pickup of 6. It'll be second down and 4.
And good blocking by the Bulldogs. It looked like a pass, and they set back into their passing blocking schemes, and then they tried to make room for him to run. There was a nice opening for him there, and that was by design, kind of a draw play, and very successful. Got some good yardage in the first play.
2nd and 4, ball at the 37-yard line. Slow snap. He's going to pull it down, run it again up the middle. One man to beat if he can get outside, but he's going to be caught. Spins around, but is brought down at about the 32-yard line. And Cromenack with a huge run as he's deep into Genoa territory. And he is brought down at the Comet, 31-yard line. They're going to spot him. So a huge play there by the Rossford quarterback.
And maybe that's why Cromenecker's starting. A sophomore, 6', 180. He seems to be able to read and see what the field looks like. Pick his spots, and he did a good job there, and big gainer. And that's why I think this game, that's even going to add a little more spice to this game.
Well, it is 1st and 10. The ball spotted at the 31-yard line of Genoa. Kind of a surprise, I think, for people looking at this game from outside of Rossford, but now we've got a whistle and a timeout going to be taken here by Rossford. So we've got 10:53 to go here in the opening quarter, and we are scoreless here in Rossford.
Stop struggling with the big box stores. Choose Gladio.
A hardware store, yet so much more. Your home improvement answer store. A place to design your interior space. A professional and friendly smiling face. Everything you need for your home. And Gladio is locally owned. You'll be glad to know Gladio Home Center.
Well, right now, Rossford trying to make sure they got everything right as they, with this opening drive, haven't made too many mistakes. They just keep it in the hands of the guy in the pivot position wearing number 8.
Well, this Rossford team, like I said, puts up a lot of numbers. 34 points against Bowling Green in a loss, 61 against Northwood, 58 against Woodmore, 22 against number 1 ranked Eastwood. That's a lot. That's a mouthful in itself. 42 against Elmwood. They've been putting up big numbers, and they want to get on the board quick.
Here's the snap. This time they go up the gut, and I believe it's Chris Pickett. As he is the guy, gets up there. He'll pick up about 4.
Pickett, their leading runners, on his way to close to 1,000 yards this year on the ground. 664 yards coming into this game. He's averaging 6.5 a carry. A big, strong guy on defense, too. Plays a big role in defense. And, he's going to be a go-to man on the ground for the Bulldogs.
2nd and 6 after the pickup of 4. Ball at the 27-yard line of Genoa. In the opening drive, here's the pitch on the left side. Pickett able to keep it. He's able to drive forward, kept his balance, and fell at the 20. So he may have enough for a first down.
Yeah, he's got the first down.
So I think, I mean, if you look at the replay here, here's the pitch as he takes it. And Pickett, using every bit of that 6-foot, 200-pound frame, reaching to make sure he had the first down there.
Yeah, he's strong and physical. 6 foot, 200 pounds. I mean, the senior, and it's hard to bring him down. If he could have stayed balanced there, he'd have had another, maybe found the end zone.
1st and 10 from the Genoa 20. Bit of a miscue on the snap, but the handoff as Pickett walks in 20 yards. Touchdown, Rossford Bulldogs.
Wow, what a drive by the Bulldogs. Just taking it downfield and just a half dozen plays and just making it, picking up an average about 10 yards a carry, 10 yards per play, and just very productive. Very productive. Nice first drive performance by the Bulldogs.
I think Genoa fans are kind of stunned as they were looking to impose their will here because they're, of course, competing, trying to get the playoffs, get ready for the playoffs. As the extra point is Jackson Murtha's kick is good, and with 9:46 to go here in this opening quarter, Rossford draws first blood as they lead it 7-0.
Graymont in Genoa, producers of Doclamide lime and hydrate, serving the community for over 90 years. The plant currently has 60 employees. The safety and development of these employees is a focus for your plant. Over 80% of our employees currently live within 11 miles of the plant. Graymont. For more information about this company, you can check us out on the web at www.graymont.com.
Oh, a 20-yard scamper there by Chris Pickett gives the Bulldogs a 7-0 lead here at Jackson Ferguson Stadium here in Rossford. Mick Gonzalez here along with Pat Eakin. And, of course, the crew and everybody here on the Toledo Sports Network. Glad to bring you this game is, the Maroon Bowl.
The Maroon Bowl, and we got some stunned Genoa fans down here. It's barely started. We're just barely 2 minutes into the game, and see if Genoa's offense can answer here. We knew Rossford's offense was prolific. Just can Rossford stop Genoa?
That is true. Well, here we're about to find out. As here comes the kick from Murtha as he sends a chip shot, scooped up at the 38. Spinning around. And looks like it's going to be downed at about the 42-yard line. As Roberts was in on the stop, as he was able to stop Austin Schaefer.
Yeah, and for Austin Schaefer, a senior handsman, 6-foot wide receiver on the front line there, they must have knew something like that would be coming to put him up there on special teams, and he did a good job. He even ground out a few yards against that defense.
There's the handoff over on the left side. And, of course, what the interesting thing is Josiah Bradfield, the ball carrier, able to pick up, we'll call it maybe 2, maybe a long 2, a short 3. We'll see what they call it here in the press box. Looks like they're going to call it a long 2, 2nd and 8, ball at the 43 of Genoa.
Yeah, we're going to get a healthy dose of Josiah Bradfield, Noah Edwards. Together they have combined over 2,400 total yards of offense. Genoa as a team is over 3,300 yards. And we got penalties, our first penalty of the game, Nick.
Well, the interesting thing, too, also, for those of you that are watching on video for this, if you look at the Genoa, or rather the Rossford players, as the penalties marched off against Genoa, and I believe that it was a false start. So what it ends up being, but for Rossford, some of their players are wearing pink socks in honor of Breast Care Awareness Month here in the month of October. Now, here's the handoff over on the left side. And again, Noah Edwards gets probably back to the line of scrimmage, original line of scrimmage, and not much more than that.
Yeah, that's not your typical Noah Edwards run. He's averaging 10 yards a carry. He's already got 1,327 yards. At this point in the season, he could get close to 2,000, 21 touchdowns, 1,684 total yards. And Noah's been their offense, especially a big part of it, along with the great line they have, and with Jacob Plants on the sideline, their starting quarterback. He's had to fill in and make the offense work.
And now here rolling out on the outside was McGeorge. Pass is complete over on the right side into Rossford territory. The pass was made over there to Josiah Bradfield, and Bradfield forced out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Comets.
And nice pass by Caleb McGeorge. Nice rollout by Josiah Bradfield. Good timing. Find him on the spot on the side. You know, Jacob McGeorge has had to fill in for Plants, and he's had to figure out how to fill in. He's now passed for over 200 yards, but it hasn't come easy for him. Learning to fill in, and for somebody who was already having a standout season.
Now McGeorge rolls over to his left. He's going to air it out. He's got a receiver. It's complete. Taking it all the way down to the 1-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Was number 84, Nathan Lewis, the 6'1", 190-pound junior, hauls it in. And the big tight end for Genoa takes it all the way down, is tackled by his waist and brought down at the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Genoa.
I only wish Lewis would have scored, because that would have been McGeorge's first passing touchdown this season. But he's got 2 big guys, him and Bench.
1st and goal at the 1, and it is touchdown Genoa Comets, as Noah Edwards takes it into the end zone, and Genoa responds on their opening drive with a touchdown of their own.
I think we're going to see some points scored tonight, Mac. I have a very strong feeling.
Well, if you go by just the first drive of each team, I think you're right.
Yeah, and you look at the way Rossford has been all year. Productive offense, but they've been giving up a lot of points too.
Well, it's going to be Sam Witt, the sophomore, 5'10", 170. Oh, we've got a penalty. Penalty flag flies. And we'll get the call here. Delay of game against Genoa. So that takes him back 5 yards. So this will make things a little more interesting here for Sam Witt.
Delay of game on Genoa.
As we await the point after attempt. You know, I was talking with, we were during the game last week with Eastwood and Otsego. I was joking with Norm about, you know, how many bands in the Northern Buckeye Conference, how many school bands play the Ohio State fight song? I said it'd probably take you less if you mentioned the ones that don't.
Well, Eastwood does not.
Yeah, that's true.
Eastwood has a fight song written by Lawrence McCormick and Jim Opelt, and it was Eastwood is one that was actually written by an Eastwood faculty member and Eastwood student. So.
And Witt puts it up and puts it through without any problem. He's got a leg on him. 7:51 to go here in the opening quarter. Each team with a touchdown on their opening drive, and it's Rossford's ball. When we come back, it's high school football. It's a Toledo Sports Network.
Hey golfers, come play Toledo's premier public course, Heather Downs Country Club is where you belong in 2017. Heather Downs is a beautiful 18-hole layout with stunning views. Tee times are available 7 days a week with great rates. Want to work on your game? Our driving range and practice center is the best place to groove your swing. Try individual lessons with golf director Dan Sutton. Clinics are forming now. Go to heatherdowns.com or call 419-385-0248. Heather Downs Country Club, where you belong in 2017.
Welcome back here to Jackson-Ferguson Stadium as, well, Rossford will get the ball back here, see what they can do here on their second drive as both teams take it, march it down the field and cash it in for 6 and points after. So we got a 7-7 ball game here, Pat.
Yeah, and it's, I think it's what we should have expected, and I think now we know what to expect. Rossford has been putting up big numbers, but they've been giving up big numbers, and Rossford has a great offense. It's whether they can keep pace here or not.
That one sent deep, grabbed at about the 10-yard line, up over the 15, the 20, 25, out over the 30, getting outside now, over the 40, out to the 43-yard line, 42, where it'll be 1st and 10. So a great return, as you see right here on the replay. It was like Pickett knew, he saw that seam right there, and he had blockers in front of him.
Yeah, and he's a running back. I'll tell you, I think he's got at his size and everything.
Yeah, he was brought down over there, though, by Jacob Bradfield, who's a junior. So, and he's 5'11". So it's 1st and 10 from the Rossford 42-yard line. Great field position so far for each team in this ball game as Kromenacker, I'll get it right eventually, Kromenacker went forward but was brought down immediately as he was dropped in a heartbeat there by, including amongst others, Caleb Coleman, number 65. Of course, he's up there up front along with Corwin Berry.
Yeah, Coleman's one of their big defensive linemen, has 29 tackles. The only person on the team with more than that is Drew Bench with 50. And Caleb is you're going to see him in a lot of plays.
Well, they toss it over here on the left side.
And there's Noah Edwards waiting for him.
Yep, Noah Edwards just dropping Austin Ike on the spot. And it's 3rd down. And another loss.
Yeah, and you got to be careful because this Genoa defensive backs, they have 9 interceptions already on the season. Edwards has one himself. Of course, Plants had 3 of them, and he's out of the game. So that's one aspect of their defensive backs that's missing.
So it's 3rd down and 14. They need to get it out to the 48 of Genoa. Here's the blitz. Getting out of there was Kromenacker, but this time he's brought down for a big loss. Ball comes loose. We'll see what they call. And it looks like it's going to be
Genoa's ball.
Genoa football. So the first big break of the ball game goes the way of the Comets.
And Barry got that. Corwin Barry fell on it, was right there, and boy, I tell you, all of a sudden things are turning Genoa's direction. I mean,
yeah,
Rossford's got to be careful. You can't give anything away in this game.
Yep. Genoa's got the talent to just be a buzzsaw if you're not careful. So in that wing tee, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff over on the left side as it's carried over there by Noah Edwards. And, of course, he is brought down by Cam Reynolds. It's 2nd down, but not before a pickup of about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, that play didn't even look like much of a gainer, and yet he still got 5 yards out of that, 4 or 5 yards, and that came pretty easy. There was a nice hole in the left side of the line, just a little bit off tackle.
Here's the handoff now. Bradfield goes the same way. He'll be about a yard, maybe 2 yards short of the 1st down. Looks like they're going to give him close to the pin, or close to the 1st down marker, but
they're giving them the 1st down.
Oh, they are. You're right. So they spot the ball at the 17 of Rossford. It's 1st and 10 here for Genoa. As the clock continues to run, 5:35 to go here in the opening quarter. Big time thank you to a couple of our sponsors here, of course, U.S. Utilities, and of course Stan Chabowski and all the wonderful people out there. Of course, Brandy White Country Club. Here's the handoff, and up the gut they go, and Noah Edwards will be brought down after a pickup of about 3, maybe 4.
And just look at that consistent pounding. You know what's coming, and yet they just managed to grind out 4 or 5 yards every play. And, you know, you keep doing that, and you might as well just, you know, Rossford's got to put it in. You can't allow them to get that much yardage on the ground per play.
Yep, so it's going to be 2nd down, and we'll call it about 6. Here's the handoff again. Edwards slices right through the line, gets to the end zone, 12 yards, and a touchdown for the Genoa Comets.
Wow, just less than 2 minutes later. 2.5 minutes later, they're in the end zone again, and now they've got a 1-touchdown lead. This is exactly what the Bulldogs, you know, a turnover is the worst thing in any kind of football game, and Genoa's taking advantage of it.
Here's the point after from Sam Witt. It goes through and is true. So, with 4:45 to go here in the opening quarter, Genoa comes from behind, taking the lead, 14-7.
Conveniently located in downtown Rossford, Ohio, the law firm of Heben, Summer, and Murphy is there to serve your estate, business, and litigation needs. Heben, Summer, and Murphy is a proud sponsor of Rossford Athletics. Contact the law firm of Heben, Summer, and Murphy at 419-662-3100 or on the net at www.hsm-law.net. Go Bulldogs!
So the Bulldogs going to have to look to respond here as the turnover, a fumble from Kromenacker led to the Comets' recovery and taking it down the short field there and scoring.
Yeah, and credit Genoa's defense for forcing that fumble. And I think Genoa, after losing its starting quarterback against Lake in week 4, has had to redefine itself. And I think they're doing that now. They know who they are and they know what they need to do. They've had to change their strategy a little bit, but they're becoming a basic wing T power program, and boy, they look good.
Yep. As Ike picks up the ball at about the 30-yard line, returns it out to, well, spotted at the 40. So a 10-yard return. It'll be 1st and 10 here for Rossford as they will scrimmage from their own 40-yard line. Thanks again to couple of our sponsors, of course, IBEW Local 8. And, of course, the wonderful folks over at UA50, the pipe fitters. Had a great open house today. And I wish them all the best. So now, and we thank them for sponsoring here on the Toledo Sports Network. Man in motion now. Kromenacker goes for the pass and just swatting it down like it was a bug.
Yeah, and Drew Bench has been doing that all year. He's 6'5", 190. He leads the team in tackles, coming in at 50 tackles. Just an incredible season this guy is having. He's got 13 tackles for a loss, 4 sacks. He's just been a monster on defense.
How much of that you think is also from the fact that he plays basketball and he's used to doing that on the basketball court?
Yeah, it transfers over, and he's just, a 6'5". He's just athletic, and he's a junior, and boy, I don't know. I just wonder, what his college options are going to be someday, because he should be playing football or basketball somewhere.
As Chris Pickett leaps through the air and is able to pick up 5 yards, it'll be 3rd down and 5. Takes it out to his own 35-yard line as he was met, Johnny, on the spot over there by number 36, which is, of course, Dan Novotny. Novotny, the little fire plug.
Yeah, he's a sophomore, but he's strong. He's a good wrestler, Novotny, and he's right there. But, give Pickett credit for that 5-yard gain. That was heads-up running by Chris Pickett.
So it'll be 3rd and 5 at the Bulldog 45-yard line. Man in motion, empty backfield. Now Kromenacker throws it again over here, and this time again, that play is not working. As Ike was out there, makes the reception, but is only able to pick up 2 yards, so it'll be 3 short of the first down.
Yeah, it was kind of a little bubble screen, but it just didn't open up inside like they wanted to, and now they're forced to punt.
So a punting situation here for Rossford, as they'll kick it down, as looks like it's going to be Noah Edwards back.
And Josiah Bradfield. Who else?
Of course.
Yeah.
The tandem that
yeah.
is their offensive weaponry back there on special teams.
And you give them either one on any open space. And it's
big time high snap, and it's grabbed and getting away, at least getting a kickoff. It's touched.
A loose ball.
Oh my goodness, that was touched by the Comets, and it got loose, but they were able to recover it.
And it still would have been Genoa's ball because they wouldn't have got the first down out of it. So, but yeah, nice play by the Genoa defense again, and the Comets are just starting to take over, just force themselves their will on the Bulldogs. And boy, I was hoping to see a good game here and see Rossford's offense keep up. It's just right now it's not looking real good for Rossford.
Well, Malik Bankston was the guy that recovered the ball for Genoa.
Yeah, and there's another name you're going to hear all night long is Malik Bankston. Last 2 years, we've got is that?
That's our punter.
That's our punter, okay.
So, no, yeah, that was a tough break there because I tell you, anytime you have a high snap like that, there's really not a whole lot you can do. And in Cam Reynolds' case, he just he had to leap for that thing, and
yeah, no, there isn't much you can do, and it's a special teams mistake, and you know he did manage to get the punt off, but I didn't.
He got hammered.
He got hammered. He sure did. I think Drew Bench was there and a couple other guys.
So it's 1st and 10 Genoa at the Rossford 43. Now Bradfield fighting outside, trying to cut back in, and he'll be brought down inside the 40 at the 38. And it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and Josiah made 4 yards there out of nothing. He could have easily been hit at the line, but he just found a way to just slash his way through and pick up a couple extra yards.
Well, we've got 2:40 to go here in this opening quarter. And I'll tell you what, if you blinked your eyes, you missed a lot. Each team scoring on their opening possession is here now. McGeorge tosses it, picked off.
Oh, nice interception.
Picked off over at the 22-yard line. As it was grabbed over there by Riley Ralph, the 5'10 senior, and just airborne and was able to haul that one in. And that's the first miscue by the Comets, and just the break that Rossford needed. So it'll be 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. They'll have it at their own 32-yard line.
Yeah, and that's McGeorge's the 5th interception he's thrown this year, and that's been a little bit of an Achilles heel, and that's one thing that now Rossford gets a chance to answer again.
Here's the handoff. Pickett gets outside, fighting to try and get further downfield. He's dropped at about the 38-yard line as Dan Novotny in on the stop. But they'll spot it at the 39, so a nice pickup there by the aforementioned Mr. Pickett.
Yeah, nice blocking, a bit of a counter play going the opposite direction. And, boy, it worked out real well. And we're probably going to see a little bit of that from Rossford's offense.
So it'll be 2nd down and a long 2. And, and just maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage is Pickett, as he got hammered immediately by Novotny. As Novotny dropped him right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain. So their offense waiting for the call from the bench. Of course, Todd Drewsbeck,
they got a winner when they hired Todd Drewsbeck here, and he's already in his 8th season, and it's made a huge difference for Rossford football. Mm-hmm. Once again, much more competitive. Of course, they were struggling in the Northern Lakes League and against much bigger schools for years, and
they fit in nicely here.
They do. They won some championships, though.
Now coming out there on the left side, getting the 1st down and more. Here's the race to the end zone. We got a flag. This one's not gonna come all the way back, but it's gonna come back some.
Yeah, I thought that was like a clean block to me.
Yeah, that was close, but a nice run by Kyle Kromenacker as he picked up that ball at the 38-yard line on the snap, ran it all the way down to the 21.
Yeah, I see the block and I see where they're calling it, but I have to disagree. He just had a nice block, had the guy face to face and pushed him down. I don't think. I hate to argue with our high school officials, but I'm going to this time. I think that was a fine block.
Well,
just because the guy falls down when he's getting blocked doesn't mean he was held.
Well, they moved the ball back from the 21 back to the.
Still a nice game, though.
Yeah, it was a very good game. So they spotted at the 39 of Genoa. So still a healthy pickup there.
And that's what I like about Comnecker. It's not, we've heard about his passing ability, but his ability here to see the field and take off. It's incredible.
22 yards net gain. Here's the pass picked off by Bradfield. As Josiah Bradfield, he just fell right into that thing.
Right.
And it's going to be, well, we got a flag.
It's going to be a celebration, probably a personal foul, dead ball foul, probably against Genoa, most likely. Both teams. No, they're calling against Rossford. Ooh, somebody from Rossford said something. Well, for Josiah Bradfield, that's a second interception on the year. The 10th for the team, for the Comets, and that's what they do. That's his defensive backfield is as good as any. I hate to say it's just as good as Eastwood's. Their defensive backfield is excellent. The issue Genoa had coming into the year was their line was inexperienced, although they have good size. Except for a couple guys like Caleb Kuhlman and Hunter Simmons, who's now out. But that's changed too. But their defensive backfield has just been magnificent this year.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Genoa. They moved the ball after the penalty march. It's going to be spotted at the Rossford 48. So it's 1st and 10 for Genoa here with 44 seconds to go in the opening quarter, with the Comets holding a 14-7 lead. Here's the handoff. Noah Edwards trying to get outside. Good coverage over there, though, by the Rossford defense.
Just I think Rossford's caving in. They come back with a really nice play on offense or defense, and just looks like they're just forcing the issue here. And we're back to a standstill, I'd say, a game here where it still has plenty of potential.
Well,
for a minute there, about 2 minutes ago, didn't I say that Genoa was forcing their will, and they're not now. So,
Zach Perry was in on the stop on that last play, and now here.
There's a nice stop. Just a small gain.
As it was Ben Bergstrom in on the stop, so that makes it 3rd down in the last play of the opening quarter. So when we come back, it'll be 3rd and long here for the Comets. But meanwhile, it is 14-7. Genoa leading Rossford. It's the boys' high school football game of the week, and this is the Toledo Sports Network.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
Moes Place, downtown Rossford, has the best burgers in town and much, much more. Stop by for their famous Flaming Moe burger. Moes Place, proud to bring you Rossford High School sports.
1 quarter in the books here at Jackson Ferguson Stadium. And, well, right now it's 14-7. Genoa on top. They have the ball also. They have it 3rd down, at the Rossford 45. McGeorge tosses it outside. It's off the hands. Could have been caught, but a tough break there for Bradfield as Josiah thought he was going to haul that in, but it rolled off his fingertips. And I'll make it 4th down.
Yeah, it could have been caught. It was a tough catch, just a little bit out to the end of his outstretched hands. But it wasn't a bad throw. McGeorge looking a lot better. I think he's starting to learn, starting to feel comfortable in this position.
Well, the Bulldogs awaiting the 4th down kick. Another high snap goes over the head there. And poor Sam Witt. They get it down, get the kick away. And it's going to be down at the Rossford 21-yard line.
Give Sam Witt some credit, making something out of that. Getting back there and getting that kickoff,
I'm telling you. You see him pick it up right there, and boom, and got all of it for being just totally frazzled.
Yeah.
Had the presence of mind to stay as calm as he could.
They could almost call it a run in running on the kicker against that, because he had a defender, and I don't think the officials are paying any attention to that. When he kicks it there, he's just like any other punter, and he got ran into pretty good.
Well, that happened also on the other side too.
Yeah.
On that kick that went over.
Yeah, but that was blocked though. I think somebody got a hand on it. Then that makes it.
No, he didn't get all. No, he didn't get blocked. He just did not get it off the side of his foot.
Okay.
And here we go. We got a flag on the play, over on the outside. As it's a short pickup there, but for Pickett, but we got a flag.
Yeah,
so
we got movement on the offense, but Genoa's going to probably decline it. Well, we'll see, because he did pick up some yards there. They might take the 5 yards and back him up.
It'll probably be.
Because he did manage to pick up about 3 yards in that play. So they're going to take the 5 yards and force a 1st and 15.
So it'll be 1st and 15. They'll spot that ball back at the 17-yard line. So Rossford with some work to do here with the penalty bug biting them.
But only down by a touchdown after all this. Some punts and 3 turnovers already, Mick, and we're just played 1 quarter. Exciting football.
Here we go, 1st and 15 at the 17 of Rossford. Again, they try to go there.
Yeah.
Here's the flag.
Yeah, that's going to be it's been an automatic 1st down.
That skinny post will do it every time, and sure enough,
yep.
Penalty going to be called against Genoa. And that will bring with it a 1st down. So it's a 15-yard penalty out to the 32, exactly what Rossford needed for a 1st down. Would have been a 1st regardless, but you get the point.
Right, it's automatic 1st down no matter what. And any pass interference call in high school, 10 yards automatically, or 15 actually.
Yeah, it is, 15. So 1st and 10 here at the 32 for Rossford. Looking to get even in this game as they give it to Pickett, driving forward. Oh my goodness. He was just brought down, not before being close to a 1st down. He should have it.
Yeah, he got another 4 or 5 yards after getting hit.
Yeah, he
just ran
over
right through Caleb McGeorge there and just kept forced his way into 1st down territory.
He rolled over him, but he didn't touch the ground. And so once he touched the ground, that gave him an extra couple of yards. Here's the handoff now on the right side. Pickett brought down, but not before getting to midfield. He'll be about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Boy, I wouldn't want to have to tackle him. I'll tell you, it's hard to get low on him, too, the way he runs. He gets down, he's like a bowling ball. It just plows through there, strength and all. And, boy, it's he runs hard.
So it'll be 2nd and 2, the ball right at midfield for Rossford. In the shotgun, empty backfield now. Keeping it is Kromenacker. Slips through everybody. Now it's a race towards the end zone, but he's going to be brought. Well, no, he's going to take it all the way.
Wow.
50 yards, touchdown,
just
Rossford
smart,
Bulldogs.
Just smart, hands up running, athletic running by Kromenacker. Boy, he just knows how to take that keeper and make something out of it. His field of vision, his ability to run and shake off a defender is incredible.
Kyle Kromenacker, 50 yards.
And he's going to be the leading rusher in this game the way it's going.
I think that if you look on the replay there, it looked like Noah Edwards thought he was getting some help there defensively. And when it didn't happen, as Hertha puts through the extra point, and with 10:25 to go, hey, it's a new ball game. We are all tied up at 14. Stick around. We'll be back with more here on the Toledo Sports Network.
Are you dreading winter? Then let TAS Electronics upgrade your vehicle's existing factory key fob into a remote car starter. Or, for unlimited range and versatility, Drone Mobile put your smartphone in control. You'll get features like keyless entry, instant security status, and real-time GPS tracking wherever in the world you are, instantly on your smartphone. This winter, forget the freeze, feel the heat with TAS.
TAS Electronics. It's hot.
So the Bulldogs take the kick, or that series. They go 79 yards and a 50-yard run by Kyle Kromenacker right up the middle and makes it 14 all. Boy, oh boy. You called it, partner. This is going to be a whiz-bang of a game.
Well, it was a matter of whether Rossford's defense could keep up. We got an offsides here.
Yep.
Somebody coming across a little bit too quick.
Oh, that's too bad because I think they would have picked it up.
I think that was a nice, well-designed. It kind of caught me by surprise. Even though they've already showed signs of doing this kind of thing, they're not giving. They're pulling out all the punches here against Genoa. So Genoa better wake up and keep their heads up, or they're going to end up losing another game like they did against Otsego.
We'll see what happens. As Murtha will reset 5 yards deeper.
Be interesting to see if he kicks away here now.
Edwards and
still doing it.
Yep, chip shot. Out of bounds. Why would he kick it out of bounds?
Plus, that ball will come clear up there too.
Yep.
Where it went out.
See where they spotted.
Looks like about the 43, I would guess.
Yep, they're dropping it right, the flag right there at the 43.5. So we'll call it the 44 because that's more than likely where they'll spot it.
Sure. I'll give you that.
You're so giving. It's that time of year.
Yeah. Yeah, we are getting towards the holidays, aren't we?
Yep.
Once we get past Halloween here.
Yeah.
Right now, this is Friday the 13th,
Happy Holla Thanks Christmas, It's like.
Yeah. It's all wrapped in one name. It's a big holiday season, so I hope
Holla
everyone enjoys
Thanksmas.
it. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's Happy Holla Thanksmas.
Well, when the weather's turning, you got something to celebrate because the colder weather is on its way.
And the teeth will start chattering. Here you go on 1st and 10. Oh, right on the left side. Edwards gets outside into Rossford territory all the way to the 47-yard line.
We're seeing some fantastic displays by running backs and skill position players on both teams here tonight.
So a nice pickup there. It'll be about a yard short of the first down, so second down for Genoa.
I hate to say it, Mick, probably the 28 points we've seen already, I doubt whether we're even halfway there in total points that are going to be scored tonight.
I think you're right. Well, we're 10 minutes to go here in the half. Here's Bradfield on the right side. And he picks up the first down and plenty more as he's brought down at the 39-yard line of Rossford. My goodness.
See, this is what Otsego's defense is able to do that Rossford's defense is not doing. Otsego's defense shut down the run against Genoa, did a great job. And so did Lake's defense. Although ultimately Genoa's offense did wear him down, but not enough against Otsego to get the win.
Here we go again, right up the gut. It's Noah Edwards.
Edwards on the carry. Brought down by a
nice healthy pickup as he gets it down to the 23-yard line here of Rossford. It will be second down. So,
steady dose of wing tee football coming right at the Bulldogs. And then before you know it, McGeorge is going to pop back and
he'll drop one. Yep, he'll drop one over their heads. Here we go, second down and 4. And now Josiah Bradfield, although this time he is met hard at the line of scrimmage as Chris Pickett.
Yeah, it took Chris Pickett and a little help to get him down right there.
He dropped him right there at the line of scrimmage, no gains.
And they forced a 3rd and 5, so big play right here, although I would say the Comets are in 4th down territory.
We'll see what happens here. It is 3rd, call it a short 5. Ball is at the 34. Again, right under center goes McGeorge. He'll pitch it. And again, this time on the left side, great defensive play. He was brought down by several. Sebastian. I mean, you look at some of the guys that brought him down. I mean, you're talking Brent DeYarman. I'll get that right eventually. I mean, it just those guys just did a great job.
Yeah, DeYarman was expected to be a big player on their defensive line and offensive line before the season began, and even not even know Edwards can run through 6 guys like that.
So it's 4th down and call it 6. Ball just outside the 35-yard line of Rossford. And now a timeout going to be taken here by Genoa. 7:55 to go here in this first half, and we are tied at 14 with Genoa with some big decisions to make.
Wojo's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Quality comfort you can count on since 1967. They're a proud sponsor of Genoa High School sports and can help you with all your heating, air conditioning, and plumbing needs. Give them a call today at 419-693-3220. Adler Transmissions and Brake Shop, 106 South Main, Walbridge, Ohio. Your automotive's parts and accessories #1 store. Your first stop for quality transmission repair for over 25 years. Adler's Transmission and Brake Shop has been providing Walbridge and all of northwestern Ohio with quality service. Adler's Transmission and Brakes, 419-666-1010. Proud sponsor of high school sports in northwestern Ohio.
So it's 4th down here for the Comets. They're going to go for it. Rolling out now. McGeorge passes it.
And there's Drew Bench.
I was going to say Bench over there with the sure hands. Hauls it in for the first down here for Genoa.
Boy, that was a nice pass, too. He just threaded the needle. Bench had a receiver, just 2 receivers, one trailing him on each side. And, boy, McGeorge just put it right in there, right where he needed to go.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Genoa at the 25 of Rossford. We'll see what happens here. Rossford's defense has to bend but not break.
Yeah, that was a first down. They didn't want to give up.
Nope. Here's Josiah Bradfield fighting his way through. Picks up the first down, still going inside the 15. And they'll spot him down at about the 12. And another first down for the Comets.
A nice slashing run by Josiah Bradfield through traffic. He didn't have a lot of space, but he just kept pushing his legs, kept going. He had defenders all around him. There's some standout running backs over the years I've seen that can run like that and slash their way and pick up a good 10, 12 yards a carry, and those are the kind of guys that usually play for successful football teams.
And you look right up the gut again, Noah Edwards. He's going to be brought down at about the 6. So he'll be close but a little bit short. So it'll be 2nd down as they have the ball at the Rossford 6-yard line. Bulldogs they got to tighten up on that defense. 7 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter.
And Sam Witt's already got a decent foot. He's already kicked, I think, 3 field goals this year at least.
Yes, he has, 3. Here's the handoff. Up the middle they go, and again, it'll be close for Edwards, but I don't think he's got the first.
Yeah, the challenge for Rossford now will be to force them into a field goal. They got 3rd down here. They got a chance to get a first down.
Without scoring, yep.
Without scoring, so there's like a yard there, so.
Well, here we go. Ball handed off on the left side.
I think he's in the end zone.
I was going to say, touchdown, Genoa Comets. So Josiah Bradfield goes over the left side of the line, following his blocks, and is able to dive in for the touchdown and give Genoa the lead.
There's your Ohio State football song.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. If you're a Buckeye fan.
Yeah, right, yeah. The Ohio State University, may I dare say. Make sure you put that "the" in front of it, Mick.
Of course. Well, it doesn't matter to me. I'm an Irish Buckeye. Here's the point after, and it is good. So with 6:15, you see it right there on the clock, and you see the score. Genoa with a 21-14 lead here on the Toledo Sports Network.
Mortgage Marty here. There was a recent survey and found very consistently with past tendencies that the #1 impediment to buyers being able to purchase a home was down payment. We've got some options for down payment assistance in our area. In fact, there are quite a few programs available right now, and heading into the winter, many of them still have money. So you'll see scrolling across your screen information text assist to that number and we'll get you information on the down payment programs. No obligation, just basic information to help with different programs that are available. In fact, they're not all just for first-time home buyers. There are even some for move-up customers. So if you're thinking of selling your home and then buying a new one and don't have a lot to use for a down payment, this can supplement that. They are great products. There's conventional FHA, VA, rural housing, the full gamut of mortgage options available with the down payment programs. So text that and we will get you some info.
So, Genoa regains the lead, 21-14 here. We've got 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in this second quarter. And don't forget, coming up here at the half, you'll be able to enjoy both bands. Those are presentations at halftime.
Yeah, it looks like the Rossford band's rolling out some Roman ruins or Greek ruins here for their show.
Got the pillars going. Hey, yeah. There's another short kick, grabbed at about the 17-yard line, getting outside. Great return by Austin Ike, but he's hit and forced out of bounds inside Genoa territory at about the 48-yard line. So a great return by Ike.
Yeah, well, that's what a short kick, especially the sidelines, will do. He didn't need any blocking or anything. He just had to run up the sidelines, and it just was a matter of people getting there in time to stop him.
Yep, he was able to fight off one tackle, but then he was forced out of bounds. And, well, great field position here for the Bulldogs. See if they can answer.
Yeah, and Ike played quarterback for the Rockets the first 5 games of the year and threw for close to 1,000 yards.
Here's the handoff. Pickett going over the right side. Picks up maybe 2. So it'll be 2nd and 8. He was brought down there by, amongst others, Caleb Kuhlman as well
Nathan
as
Lewis
Nathan Lewis.
Yeah. And Nathan and Drew Bench, the 2 bookends, pretty similar in size and strength. Tight end and defensive end. And, of course, Drew plays a little bit of linebacker, too. And well, you see Drew in the linebacker position all the time now. He was tight end, defensive end last year. I'm sure they love that, playing that defensive side of the ball.
Now keeping it again. Kromenacker. He gets tackled by the feet by Lewis.
And give Drew Bench some credit there, helping the runner get up. Yeah, Bench and Lewis are both in on that play, so.
They'll make it 3rd down. Call it 6. 3rd and 6 at the 44 of Genoa. Clock is going to continue to run. We've got 5 minutes to go in the half. Don't forget, coming up here at the half, we will have both bands for your enjoyment. Genoa Comets Marching Band, followed by the home team Rossford Band, who's its senior band night here. And here's again, they're going to go with that. Oh, just out of the reach. Off the fingertips of Chris Pickett.
Yeah, Pickett had some nice blocking out ahead of him. It looked like it could have been a gainer if they could have made it work. You know, Pickett run, you just get him the ball and get him some open space, and with his strength, too, and speed, you know, you never know how far he's going to go. Wow. 4th down now for Rossford. Although I could see anything happening here.
I was going to say, with the adventures we've had so far in this game on punting situations on each side.
Yeah, we've already had 2 bad long snaps.
Yes, we have 1 on each side, so we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, there you are. That's what we expected, and now is he going to get out there?
Now is he going to get out there? That's the big question. It don't look like it.
No, I thought he might be able to, but.
It was a snap right to Jacob Schiffert, and Schiffert went on the left side, but he could not get outside.
I thought at first, I thought if he had the speed, he could have got out around the outside edge here. But.
No, he was hogtied there and nailed by Sean Wick. Or no, check that. That's Ben Netry.
Okay, yeah, Netry. Yeah, he's one of those names that pop up every now and then for the Comets, making a big play.
And he did right there.
Now there's the Bulldogs getting it done. Now we're starting to see little defenses respond here, both teams.
I was going to say, it looks like the Bulldog defense is not too happy. So brought down for a yard loss by Chris Pickett.
Yeah, Pickett was there, and we're seeing a lot of these top players going both ways. It's just going to be a matter of attrition, too, here a little bit, because it's going to wear some players down.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Here's Josiah Bradfield. Spins, cuts through on the right side, able to pick up some good yardage out near midfield. It'll be brought down at about the 48 8-yard line. It looks like they'll spot it, so it'll be third down. So it'll be third and manageable here. He needs to get to the 48 of Rossford, so third down and 4. Clock continues to run, 3:45 to go. Ball on the right hash mark. Here's the going up the gut, Noah Edwards, and he's going to get some help as they drive him forward.
Very close. I think he's going to have the first down.
Soboleski was the guy that brought him down, but Horwin Berry kind of got behind him and just put his shoulder into him and helped push his teammate across the finish line there as he got him to the 48.
Yeah, he was across.
Yep, and they will move the sticks and get 4 fresh downs here.
And the last 2 yards came running through defenders with the help of Soboleski, and that's what got him the yardage he needed for the first down. And if they'd have faced a 4th and less than a yard, I think Genoa would have gone for it. And it would have been hard to stop.
As it stands, 1st and 10 here for the Comets in Rossford territory at the Bulldog 48. Clock continues to run under 3 minutes, and, of course, flags flying all over the place.
That's going to be the offense.
Yep.
Movement.
So false start here against Genoa, so it'll take it back 5 yards. I mean, you've seen, it looked like a fireworks display of flags, of laundry.
Yeah.
As soon as the whistle went, everybody throwing their flags.
Yeah, it was obvious.
So, 1st and 15.
Well, I love iconic Jackson-Ferguson Stadium. I've been coming here to watch football games since I was in the 1960s, since I was a youngster. And this place hasn't changed a whole lot. It's a great place to watch a football game.
Here's the handoff. Getting outside, Noah Edwards is forced out of bounds. If he could have gotten by Ike, he would have been in the end zone, but Ike was able to drive him to the sideline. So it'll be 2nd down here, about 2nd and 5. Good run there.
Yeah, good run, almost 10 yards. Picked up a lot of that yardage that was lost on the penalty. Puts them in a good position. Plenty of time yet for the Genoa offense.
Coming up on 2:38 is what's left here in the half. Handoff. Edwards goes forward and is going to be tripped up and falls forward for maybe 2. You'll see they'll spot. No, they're going to spot the ball back at the 42, so it's going to be 3rd down with no gain. Well, they'll give him a yard. So it will be 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, they're going to let the clock go and see what happens here. If they get the first down, then they'll probably go into a hurry-up offense, because after that virtual no-gainer there, that kind of puts them in a spot where just running the football and driving down to the goal line might not be.
Well, fighting, it's going to be close, and it looks like they're going to be about a yard short.
Yeah.
As I think that was Edwards that was over there that was dropped at about the 39-yard line. And they need to get to the 38, so it's 4th down, and I think you're right. They're just going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. You might see a long count here. It's been a little bit of discipline issues, I think, for both teams, a few penalties. See what happens here.
Well, here we go. 4th down. Here's the handoff on the left side. Easy first down.
Boy, did he just drive his way through a couple of defenders. No, Edwards just force his way. You know, no Edwards and Josiah Bradfield, you watch them run, and they're more like tailbacks with a lot of speed. And but sometimes they can just they amaze you with their strength and ability to look like fullbacks out there and just plow over people.
So 1st and 10 at the Rossford 35, 1:14 and counting. Here's the handoff. Bradfield goes in the air and gets tattooed as he was dropped immediately over there by Ben Bergstrom.
Yeah, now they're going to have to look because they're not getting downfield as fast as they had hoped. They're on the 38-yard line. You're less than a minute to play now, so unless they want to try and get somewhere they can set up for a field goal or get a good play, they're going to have to put the ball in the air.
Well, we'll see what happens here. A loss of 2. It'll be 2nd and 12 at the Rossford 37. Dropping back. They're going to air it out over the middle. He's got a receiver, and it's caught for the touchdown.
No,
they're going to say he dropped it.
Dropped it.
When he looked that thing in.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, the NFL, I'd like to see that because this is not the NFL or the NCAA.
Well, I think it got swatted out as he was bringing that in. Let's see here on the replay.
Because, I mean, it's not like he's got to carry that thing through for the next 10 yards.
Nope, he did drop it.
Okay.
He did drop it.
Okay.
In on the coverage over there was Jacob Schiffert.
Okay.
So that makes it 3rd down and 12, 36 seconds to go. Empty backfield. Here's the snap on the gun. Here's the rush, man. They blitz. And McGeorge is going to get hit from behind and brought down for the sack. Now, do you call a timeout if you're Rossford?
Oh, I don't think you do. It's only, well, it's 4th down. I don't think so. I don't think Rossford's got the time to. I think what they want to do is force Genoa into a last play here and get off the field if they can.
Well, the clock will, with 8 seconds to go.
It's Genoa calling the timeout.
So with 8 seconds to go, we'll keep it right here as it is still a 21-14 ball game. And, of course, don't forget, coming up here at the half, you will get to enjoy both marching bands with their performances. And, of course, again, some sponsors we want to thank. TAS Electronics, absolutely. UA50 and IBEW Local 8. Of course, U.S. Utilities, all the folks at Brandywine Country Club, and, of course, over at Heather Downs Country Club. Can't forget them either, man. Big, big supporters of TSNW, so we can't say thank you enough. Of course, also Moes Place here in Rossford, just running off a few of them, but, you know, we really do thank them all. Genoa Bank. Got to say hi to our friend Marty Sutter. Hi, Marty. And, of course, you know, Genoa Jewelers, just a whole host of folks. And if you want to come on, here's the last play of the half. They're going to go for it and air it out. They're going to throw it downfield. He's got a receiver, but it goes out, just out of the reach of the receiver as the clock reads 0, and we've got one half of football done here at Jackson-Ferguson Stadium. It's been a fun one so far, and it isn't over yet as Genoa is enjoying a 21-14 lead at the half. We'll be back right here on the Toledo Sports Network.
From the kitchens of Italy to you, Arturo's Pizza Kitchen is the home of authentic Italian food. As one of the oldest independently owned pizzerias in Toledo, Arturo's Pizza Kitchen has been serving since 1988. With pizza, salads, award-winning subs, chicken chunks and wings, Mom's own lasagna recipe, and our famous cheese sticks, we have it all. Never frozen, always homemade. Arturo's Pizza Kitchen. Hungry? Call Arturo's, 419-698-1641. Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery in Elmore, Ohio is a proud sponsor of Northwest Ohio Athletics. Our spacious greenhouse area has what you need for your outdoor beautification projects. With great specials and those hard-to-find plants, shrubs, and trees, Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery takes the guesswork out of planning and maintaining your favorite garden and more. Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery. Call them today, 419-862-3596. Blackberry Corner, on the corner of 579 and Elliston Road, is a proud sponsor of Genoa football and has the best burgers, chicken, and pizza. You know the pizza. Everyone knows the pizza. Blackberry Corner also has charbroiled pork ribs and Jim's famous chicken dinners. Whether it's appetizers, pizza, or a full dinner, the great folks at Blackberry Corner can help fill you up and save you money. Stop out to Blackberry Corners on the corner of State Route 579 and Elliston Road for a meal or just a snack.
You just didn't make it in the world of music, our one-hit wonder show. We opened tonight's second show of the year with a one-hit wonder from 1982. The song made it all the way to number 4 on the charts, but its lead singer, Tommy Heath, became a computer analyst. From the band Tommy Two-Tone, we've got your number with 8675309. Blow Your Mind, recorded by Tony Basil, it became a one-hit wonder after being the only one of her songs to ever make it into the top 40 countdown. Making it all the way to number 5 on the VH1 one-hit wonder list, we think you're oh so fine as we bring you the song Mickey. Genoa, an American singer and songwriter from the 50s, originally performed on the radio program Louisiana Hayride. He eventually joined up with harmonica player Delbert McClinton and wrote his next one-hit wonder in 1959. The song was recorded in 1961 and made it to number 1 on the Billboard charts for 3 weeks straight in March of '62. John Lennon was so impressed with the harmonica intro of the song that a year later, a similar harmonica passage showed up on the Beatles' Let Me Do. Featured in the movie Dirty Dancing, here's our rendition of Hey Baby. By 1997. It was their most successful single, peaking at number 2 on the UK singles chart, the top of the charts in Australia, Canada, Ireland, Italy, and New Zealand. The song was placed at number 12 in Rolling Stone's list of the 20 most ignored songs. That was voted as the second best single of 1997 on the Billboard 40 Singles Chart. So the album has covered 3 songs.
That was the Genoa Marching Band, and now, of course, we'll hear the sounds and the performance here of the Rossford Bulldog Marching Band.
It's blinking, so I must have.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field from Rossford, Ohio, the Rossford High School Marching Band. Under the direction of Justin Kelly with drum major Anna Price, for one night only, we bring you our OMEA competition show, Moonlight. Rossford Band, please take the field for OMEA exhibition.
Turn the light on over there. Is there a light? Yeah, I'd love to if I tell my wife, she'd be real happy. Oh, you did? Good. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're back. That's good. That's good for Genoa. I don't know about you. I never knew who that guy was that was there last year.
What's that?
I never knew that guy that was there last year. I didn't know. He wasn't there long. Yeah. Yeah.
School Marching Band.
Stats. Well, you want to go, Mike? I don't think he's back in the studio. Those of you listening in on the Toledo Sports Network website, we say hi to you. Thanks for tuning in here on a Friday night. Don't forget, join us on the same link Saturday morning, 6 to 8.
On the 39-yard line. So the winner of the Bulldog Yard Line Challenge and $185 is Mr. Joe Schufritz. Joe Schufritz, $185. Congratulations, Joe.
You guys are back. Go ahead. I just dumped the whole thing. Everything is dumped in here right now.
Okay, I just didn't know. I was babbling to the folks listening live, so okay. I will go then. Here we go. Well, we're getting ready to start the third quarter here. It's Mick and Pat and you. We appreciate that part of it very, very much, as it's 21-14, Genoa leading over Rossford here in this NBC battle. And, well, Pat, well, Mr. Statsman, please have at it.
Well, Mr. Stats, my mic on?
Yep, your mic is on. Go.
Yeah, I'm just getting back from, there we go. Getting back from my little halftime. They had some nice food up here in the press box and trying to recover and watching the band and everything. The strange, the unusual thing is something we don't see very often is Genoa is being outgained on the ground. Rossford has 186 yards rushing compared to Genoa's 114. And who do you think most of those yardage is coming from? Kyle Komanecker, the quarterback, 6 carries for 123 yards. Incredible for a quarterback. 20.5 yards per carry. He's only completed 2 passes for a total of -1 yards. He's 2 for 5. So, while we've heard all about his passing ability, it's been his running ability that has been incredible here. For Genoa, 27 carries for 114 yards. Jacob Bradfield has 42 yards and 9 carries. Noah Edwards is 18 carries for 72 yards. Chris Pickett for Rossford has 61 yards on 9 carries. Both Pickett and Kromecker have a touchdown. Passing-wise, it's been Caleb McGeorge who has been the big passer tonight. 3 for 7 passes for 67 yards. 1 to Nathan Lewis for 43 yards. 1 to Noah Edwards for 14 yards. And 1 to Drew Bench for 10 yards. On defense, we've been talking about Daniel Novotny all night long, the big sophomore, the wrestler. He's leading Genoa with 4 tackles. Ben Nitri has 3. Malik Bankston has 3. Jacob Bradfield has an interception. Corwin Barra, 2 sacks for 22-yard loss. And Drew Bench also has a sack for 11 yards. For Rossford on defense, Riley Ralph has an interception. Austin Zoba has 5 tackles. Pickett has 4 with a sack. Zach Berry has 3 tackles. Zach Sparks has 5 tackles. And Sebastian Sable has 4 tackles. So just a lot of standout plays. Pretty even in stats overall. Total yards pretty close to even, 177 to 152 in favor of Genoa. But actually it's the passing yards that puts Genoa over the top in that, not their yards on the ground.
Well, the Comets are set to receive the second half kickoff, as it will be Jacob Bradfield and Noah Edwards back to receive this kick from Jackson Murtha as we get ready to start quarter number 3.
And I want to credit Gary Nissen for providing those stats, the new head baseball coach at Genoa High School. Great to see him back at Genoa coaching baseball.
Look forward to that. Still got the fall and the winter to get through, though, first. As here's the ball grabbed there by Bradfield, and he is tripped up, but not before getting it out to about the 33-yard line. So it's going to be good field position again. That's the big thing here, too, Pat, in this ball game. Not just on one side, but on both sides. Both teams have had outstanding field position to start each drive.
Yeah, I think this is the worst field position we've just about seen all night, the 33-yard line.
And
both teams had 6 possessions the first half. Genoa had 10 first downs, Rossford 6, but that's one of the reasons those yardage don't have to have bigger numbers is the great field position both teams have had.
1st and 10. Here's the handoff, and Josiah Bradfield, or I'm sorry, Noah Edwards, rather, was the ball carrier, as Chris Pickett with his first tackle of the second half, and no gain.
Well, you talk about field position, and turnovers lead to great field position a good share of the time. We did have 3 of those, an interception by each team, and also Rossford lost the ball on a fumble, which resulted in 6 points for Genoa. So, that accounts for a lot of the field position right there.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 here at the Genoa 33-yard line. Opening drive of the third quarter. Here's the pitch on the left side, trying to get outside. Noah Edwards trying to turn up field, is taken out of bounds. Some of the Genoa fans thought that was a late tackle.
No, I think he did everything he could just to avoid him.
Yep, so that was, he gets it out to about the 39 or 38.5-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and manageable. 3rd down, you're looking at about 4.5.
I've learned that certain fans from certain schools, and I won't say which, you like to use their leverage from the sidelines or the leverage they think they have to yell at the officials, and they think it's going to make it's going to even matter, so.
Well, here we go, 3rd down, hand off. Josiah Bradfield caught from behind, picks up a yard at best, a little over a yard, but he was dropped immediately.
We got a 3 and out by the Comets.
Yep, so nice job over there by Austin Sobolewski, the 5'11", 175-pound junior.
Yeah, and Sobolewski's been unbelievable tonight. He's been leading the team in tackles, and like I said, he had 5 in the first half, and just a force for the Bulldogs, and that's what they need. I'm sure that's what Drusbeck told them they need at halftime to get the lead back in this game.
4th down punt from
What a
Witt.
punt.
Beautiful.
Wow.
He grabbed at about the 23-yard line, coming back the other way and out of bounds. It'll be, let's see where they spot that ball. Looks like they're going to spot him at 36 is like where they're going to scrimmage 1st and 10. So Rossford, again, decent field position. No bad field position here tonight.
Well, that's the thing. You get a nice punt like that, you got to get down there, put it up in the air high enough. But you got a nice return out of it, too. So
1st and 10 at the 36 of Rossford. Bulldogs going left to right. And the gun, here's the handoff. Pickett trying to spin forward, but he is driven down by Lewis and Bench. So
Lewis and Bench, how many times do we have to say their name? Lewis coming off his defensive end position, Bench out of his linebacker position, and both of them stand close to 6'4", 6'5", and when you run into them, it's just going to, might as well just, even the strongest of running backs aren't going to drive through those two.
Well, we'll see what happens here now as it's 2nd and 7 in the gun. Kromenacker avoids one tackle, but can't avoid Novotny as he is brought down for the loss. So it'll be 3rd down and looks like about 12 to go. So good job there by that Genoa defense.
Yeah, Novotny's becoming more and more of a force. I think last year he got some playing time as a freshman, even at running back position. And on defense seems to be his specialty. We might see him carry the ball a few times yet tonight. It's hard to say.
Well, here we go. 3rd down, 12 to go. In the gun. Here's the pitch. Oh, goes through the hands. Pickett loses it, and it's going to be Genoa football. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
it is.
Comets have it. That's a second fumble loss for the Bulldogs. Third turnover. Transitioning the ball to Rossford and Genoa, and there's that field position battle just lost as Genoa will take over on the close to the 20-yard line.
I think he was looking at it before, looking ahead before securing the ball on the pitch. So it's instant scoring threat here for Genoa. They'll have it 1st and 10 on the turnover at the Rossford 21-yard line. Boy, a tough break there for the Bulldogs. Here's the handoff, or pitch rather, as Bradfield dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Wow. That's Pickett there. And again, Rossford's defense seems to really have upped the ante a little bit here this second half. They're not letting Genoa's loss of 2 yards there. Caught him in the backfield. Tackle for a loss.
You don't get to do that very often against Josiah Bradfield.
No, especially when he's going around the left side there, and Pickett's coming around from clear the opposite side and gets over there in time to get him before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they're both in the top, and those two guys are in the top 10 in rushing. Here now, they're going to pass it.
Wide open.
And waiting for it and pulling it in is Drew Bench.
Wow.
My goodness, a 23-yard touchdown, Genoa Comets pass from McGeorge over to Drew Bench.
And congratulations to Caleb McGeorge. You just threw your first varsity high school touchdown pass this year, at least.
And the Comets add to their lead as they will attempt the point after here in just a moment. But 23 yards, McGeorge to Bench.
And how did Bench leak out there all by himself? I mean, nobody saw him as big as he is. How do you miss that?
And the chip shot here from Witt is good. So with 8:14 to go here in the third quarter, Genoa opens up a 2-touchdown lead. It's 28-14.
Hey, it's Bob Francer. Your club's cleaned up and ready to go? Then let's talk about Brandywine, the only all-inclusive private country club in Northwest Ohio. You know, people are always taking all-inclusive vacations to save money. Well, at Brandywine, you're on a constant all-inclusive vacation. Unlimited golf, kart, pool, fitness, and all the social events, including the amazing pool parties. It's so refreshing to play a private club where there's no surprises. The new Brandywine Country Club, featuring 18 holes of Arthur Hills Design Championship golf on a layout that is spectacular. Par 72 now, 3 par 5s on the front 9, total yardage of 66.39. A challenge for great golfers, but fun and playable for the rest of us too. And one of the best things about joining the all-inclusive private Brandywine Club is that you never have to wait for leagues to get out of your way, because there's only one league at Brandywine, yours. And don't forget about the amazing restaurant. Champions Bar and Grill reopened in the summer of last year and is now open to the public. Call 419-865-2393 for all the details. And if you join by May 31st, they'll waive the initiation fee. Join me on the course and at the club this year at the all-new, all-inclusive Brandywine Country Club.
Well, the Comets expand their lead to 14. And, of course, their lead, 14 points, is exactly the number of turnovers that Rossford has that have led to those points.
And Caleb McGeorge closing in on 100 yards passing for the night. This has to be a career night for him. 4 of 8 passes, just doing a great job seeing the field and finding his receivers.
This will be taken at the 11-yard line. Now trying to look for a lane, getting outside. Out near midfield is where he will be forced out. And a good return there by Jacob Seifert. Or Schifford, I'm sorry. But it's a good return by Jacob, and it'll be 1st and 10 at midfield, it looks like. Well, they may put it at the 49 of Rossford.
Still, it's field position, and just avoid the turnovers, and 51 yards is enough to score, and it gets you right back within distance. No more turnovers. Bulldogs cannot afford another turnover.
1st and 10 in the gun. Pickett goes in motion. He'll take the handoff as he drives off right side and is able to pick up maybe 2 yards as he gets into Genoa territory. He'll be spotted down at the 49 of the Comets. That'll make it 2nd and 8.
Boy, he had an opening there, and he just didn't hit the hole fast enough. And Eli Massey closed in real quick, a 6 foot, 255-pound senior. And kept that, not Eli Massey, but Caleb Kuhlman, of course. And just closed that up real quick.
2nd and 8. They're going to toss it over on the left side. Pass is complete. And now driving forward close to a first down, and they'll give it to him because he's right at the first down marker.
And that screen pass is Kolmanecker's biggest yard gainer on the night through the air.
Yeah, they needed that. They're going to spot. Well, let's see. They're going to spot. It's going to be close. It was right at the first down marker, but
yeah, they're giving it to him. They're giving it to him. There's no measurement.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
We're okay with that.
They look pretty close to me.
If you're Todd Drewsback, you're okay with that. If
Well,
you're Paul
sure.
Patterson, you're going, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Hey.
well, you would think so, but
Patterson's not his first rodeo. He'll be fine. Yeah, it's 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. They have it at the Comet 41-yard line. So the clock continues to move. 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. They're going to roll out to the right. He's getting some heat. Is Kromenacker, and he's got to get rid of that ball. He does, amazingly. And they make a positive play out of nothing as Austin Ike came back to help his quarterback out.
yeah, you got to give Austin Ike some credit and come back and making a play. He had some time. Kolmanecker was scrambling for time and space, and they got a 1-yard gain out of what could have been a 5-yard loss.
I mean, he had 2 Comets right on him, and then he saw Ike and is able to dump it off before getting tattooed into the sideline.
Yeah, you know, Ike quarterbacked the first 5 games of the year. He knows that position. He understood what, you know, Kolmanecker needed right there. And
2nd down. Pass over on the left side. Oh, he had him open on the route. We got a flag on the play, though.
Oh, it's back there in the defensive holding area.
Yep, back in the defensive secondary. We'll see what they call is pass interference against Genoa.
Okay.
Well, that's what you want if you're Rossford. If you're Genoa, you don't. So they're going to march it off 15 yards, and it will be 1st and 10 here for the Rossford Bulldogs. They'll have it at the Genoa 24-yard line. So another golden opportunity here for Rossford to cut into this Genoa lead. They're just on the cuspice of hitting the end zone, or hitting the red zone, rather. There's the snap, the handoff. Pickett fights off the tackle, runs it all the way into the end zone. 124 yards, touchdown, Rossford Bulldogs.
Yeah, and the Comets were playing the run. They were playing the run there all the way. And as a result, everybody was in the box. And once he got into that defensive secondary, all there was one defensive back trying to make a last-second touchdown saving play, and it wasn't enough. Obviously, when you got Pickett run the ball, here he comes, the safety, and by that time it's too late. It's Jacob Bradfield. There wasn't much Jake could do in that situation.
Well, here's the point after attempt from Murtha. High snap, ball is down, the kick is up, a line drive does not go.
He got on top of that ball somehow, kind of like you and I, we hit a worm burner in golf, you know.
Yep. There was a high snap, and it just went down from there. Well, we've got 5:57 to go in this one, and right now the Comets with an 8-point lead. It's 28-20.
Components Plus has been supplying quality golf club components to club builders across the U.S. and Canada since 1989. Located in southeast Michigan, adjacent to the Legacy by Arthur Hills Golf Course and Claire Batista's Golf Academy. Now, our showroom is open year-round with demo clubs, features, and our newest products available for the customer to try before you buy. Let Components Plus help with your own club building ideas.
Well, the Bulldogs able to come up with an answer here as they worked with a short field and were able to take that drive 51 yards, finished off by a 24-yard scamper from Chris Pickett. And they've cut the Genoa lead to 8. It's 28-20. And, well, we can't say that we're done yet, not by a long shot.
You and I figured out real early we're going to get a high-scoring game here. Rossford's a team that likes to put up numbers. They like to give up big numbers, and Genoa's got the potential to score big numbers too, so we probably got a lot more points coming yet. Plus, we got a lot of these teams aren't afraid to challenge each other either.
The Squibbler goes and is covered at the 38-yard line, it looks like. So the Comets will scrimmage 1st and 10. So I believe that one may have been grabbed. Looking at my sheet, it looks like it was Ray Gomez who was out there and fell on it.
I got to admit, this is one of the more entertaining high school football games I've seen in a long time. Both these teams just pulling out every stop.
Well, the thing is that neither one of them are trying to kick it deep.
Yeah.
They're just, so
and
here we go.
Sam Witt's got the foot. I've seen him put it in the end zone.
And finally blow the whistle down, but the forward progress there from Noah Edwards is at the 40-yard line. So a pickup of 2, it'll be 2nd and 8. And the Comets, well, they know they've got the game looming next week at home.
Yeah, at Comet Stadium against the number 1 ranked team in Division 5 in the state of Ohio.
Yep, the Eastwood Eagles be coming to town. Here is Josiah Bradfield, finds a lane, gets outside, and he's off to the races. 60 yards, no flags, touchdown Genoa Comets.
And it's just like that touchdown by Pickett. He breaks through the secondary. Rossford's playing against the run. They've got everybody in the box. He gets into that secondary, and he's gone.
You see right here on the replay, I mean, once he got open and was able to just set it up into another
defender. We're seeing a lot of missed tackles tonight, if that's what you call them. But with the running backs on both these teams, from Pickett's to Coleman-Ecker, Bradfield, Edwards, I can understand why.
My goodness. 60 yards, though, for Josiah Bradfield, and the point after here from Witt is good. So with 5:09 to go here in the third quarter, Genoa opens up the lead again. It's 35-20.
You've planned and planned. Each moment of your special day just has to be perfect. You don't want to worry about anything. Just know that you've hired professionals to make your wedding day special. Mike Jameson with Creative Video Imagery has produced award-winning weddings for over 15 years. Our company has the equipment and the artistic ability to capture your day on digital DVD, giving you lasting memories of a day you will cherish forever. Call Creative Video Imagery today or visit our website, Creative Video Imagery, making moments into lifetime memories.
Well, if you like a lot of scoring, we've got your game right here. As the Comets back up by 2 scores. They lead this one 35-20. I want to make sure we give another shout out to another one of our sponsors here, of course. I want to say thanks to Graymont. We appreciate all that they do in sponsoring that. They've been around since the beginning. Here's the kick, another ground ball up the middle. And taking it on 1 knee, or 2 knees actually, is the Comets. And it was going to be down at the 28-yard line, it looks like. So that is where the Comets will scrimmage, 1st and 10.
So I guess that's the kickoff strategy for tonight by both teams, squib kicks.
Yep, nothing in the air.
Nothing in the air. You know Sam Witt can put it in the end zone. There's a reason for it. I don't know what it is.
It's not like it's windy out there.
No, there's nothing really, to me, that steps out that maybe both coaches know this is going to be a prolific offensive game, and they just want to, mix things up a little bit. But
now here's the pitch. Pickett trying to get outside, being chased by Drew Bench, and is caught by Drew Bench, but not before picking up several yards.
And that's excellent by Drew Bench to stay on that, and he doesn't like the spot. He's saying he slid the extra yard, and he doesn't deserve that yard. That where he spotted, he'd like to see it back a bit further, but Drew Bench just chased him down over there.
Well, 2nd down and 6 after the pickup of 4 yards by Pickett.
The passion that Drew Bench plays with. I remember when they were in the district tournament basketball playing at Central Catholic and they lost, and just how upset he was over that loss last year. He plays a lot of passion and enthusiasm, and he wants to win.
Well, thought about running it, but Kromenacker rolls out, and it's going to be, it should have been intercepted, but my goodness, that went right through the hands of the defender. Oh, my goodness. And I think that was Jacob Bradfield out there. Let's see here on the replay.
No, it's not. It's not Bradfield. I don't.
Grummenacker rolled out to his left after avoiding one.
There's Bradfield over here.
Yep.
Jacob. That's 15.
Yep. And right there.
It's Ben Nitri. Nitri had that right in his hands and had a chance for an interception. But, still a nice play. Made 9 position. Saw it all the way. Played it well. And
here we go. 3rd down. 3rd and 6. Pickett rolls out. He's going to, that pass too far in front of him.
Yeah, how many times have we seen that tonight? He's had 3 or 4 passes where he just led the receiver just by a little bit too much.
And that will make it 4th down. Punting situation here for the Bulldogs.
Wow, and a 3 and out, and if Genoa gets the ball and capitalizes on this, it's going to put Rossford into a deep hole.
Well, Bradfield and Edwards back to receive this 4th down kick. Another scoop. And it wasn't much of one, but they do get the kick away.
Yeah, I think it was kind of blocked, if you call it that. I don't know, but that's look at that, that's almost as good as a fumble, even better. They're getting the ball in better field position where they've been better off just running the football.
Man, it has been an adventure here on special teams.
It has been. Special teams have played a huge role here tonight, especially in punting.
I keep wondering, every time I look at this now, with all these plays that have been miscues in the kicking game, I almost can picture Benny Hill music playing in the background.
Yeah, there you go.
Good tackle over there, but a good run by Noah Edwards.
Maybe Mike could take some of these plays and make a little montage with Benny behind Benny Hill music, and that kind of music, and
of course the plays would all have to be sped up.
Well, sure.
If you're gonna do that, yeah.
Sure, like the Keystone Cops,
Yep.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2nd down and about 1 yard to go here for the Comets. They have the football deep in Rossford territory at the 23. On the right side, Josiah Bradfield again accelerating. He's going to take it and dive and make it into the end zone.
He was going to get there. Nobody was going to stop him.
Touchdown, Genoa Comets.
He saw that end zone. He saw that line. He saw that 10-yard deep end zone. He says, it's in my sight, and it ain't nothing going to stop me from getting there.
My goodness.
Nice, good run, good speed, and he just burst through there and runs through a couple guys right at the very end. There's one, there's another.
As he fought his way there to get by Cam Reynolds.
Now, in college football, we'd probably have to have a review, I think. I don't know. I was at the UT game against Eastern, and, it was like 2 plays. We'll go to commercial. 2 plays, and then we had a review. We had a timeout or a TV timeout. When do they play football anymore?
Well, we've got 3:29 to go here in the 3rd. It's 42-20. Genoa leading.
Tires play an important role in your vehicle's handling, comfort, and fuel efficiency. So when it comes to maintaining them, you need a name you can trust. At Dan R's Automotive, our expert staff will help you find the perfect tires to keep your vehicle at peak performance. We have a huge selection of top brand tires for you to choose from. Having issues with your tires? We'll diagnose the problem and get you back on the road. Visit Dan R's Automotive today for tires from a name you can trust.
Well, Genoa's starting to show why they are a playoff contender as they're pulling away here on Rossford, 42-20.
And don't forget, whatever happens next week between Genoa and Eastwood, those 2 teams could meet again in the playoffs, even in the first round.
It's very possible.
It's very possible, or a second round. So a lot of schools in the NBC are Division 5 this year. So
there's another short squib picked up outside the 20. Now getting outside, and it's just not going very well.
Which way do I go?
And it's going to be a short run there.
Getting back to those TV timeouts, I don't think our producer at Toledo Sports Network, Mike Jameson, has negotiated any TV timeouts for this game, nor will he ever. But I'll tell you, if you go to a college football game or a pro football game today, and I don't know if you've been to any this year, Mick, it seems like it gets worse every year between the TV timeouts, the reviews, Just all of the 2 plays and then a 30-second timeout. They call 30-second timeout, and you're waiting 4 minutes. I swear, you're waiting 4 minutes for that 30-second timeout. I don't understand how.
Well, we've got an injury here for Rossford here on the sideline, and that is the cause for the delay. And we'll keep it right here. As I'll tell you, this has been interesting. But I'll tell you what, while I have a moment, I want to make sure we say, hey, tune in every weekend on Saturday mornings from 8 to 10. You can catch it used to be known as the 3 for All. It's the show with no name. We're kind of taking the Seinfeld approach, as it is. It is Mike Jameson, Dave Truman, yours truly on occasion.
Yeah, when you come, you're never there.
Yeah, well, I do have this thing called a job.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you heard
I
the
think
dulcet.
you purposely do that so you don't have to come in on Saturday mornings, and it's double time on Saturday for you.
And your point, anyhow.
That all makes sense.
Uh-huh. So, but be sure to join us every Saturday morning, 8 to 10 on ESPN 106.5, The Ticket, WTOD here in Toledo. Catch us on the web as well. I mean, they stream the station.
Yep.
On iHeartRadio. And we also stream it at the website, TSNW.TV or ToledoSportsNetwork.com. So we've got a whole host of sites for you to be able to, opportunities for you to listen in, and it's always a lot of fun.
Hey, Mick, want to get thanks out to all our viewers, too, because we're over 71,000 minutes of people watching these games since the end of August on YouTube. That's incredible. Just incredible. 71,000 minutes.
And it's because of our fans. That's the only reason that we're here is because of you guys. So we thank you so much for that. And if you want to get involved in advertising and if you got a product you want to let people know about, hey, we've got advertising packages for every budget, okay, whether it's big, small, or anywhere in between. You call Mike Jameson at area code 419. That's 514-1302. That's 514-1302. And talk to Mike, and he'll be able to help you with putting together great advertising rates and have a lot of fun doing it. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Trying to get outside there was Kromenacker, but he's going to be dropped at about the 36-yard line. So decent gain, but still going to be 2nd down and 8. Now, Rossford, they've got to go back to, what got him there, and that's, of course, a little heavy doses of Kromenacker running the football.
Well, I've got to think Genoa talked about that at halftime, and he's not finding open angles, the open.
Well, they're going to air it out now on the bomb, and just off the fingertips.
Well, he's just leading his receivers, just a little bit too much.
Cam Reynolds, the intended receiver over there, but just out of his, just a little too, about 2 yards too far. As you see on the replay here, he had him going down the left sideline, and it was less than 2 yards, man. It was there. But still, it makes it 3rd down and 8 as the clock is stopped here with 2:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ball at the 36 here of Rossford. Need to get it out to the 44. Kromenacker's going to roll out to his left. He's got a receiver open. The pass is complete. And I believe it's Reynolds out there who hauls it in. As they will pick up a 1st down. The ball spotted at about the 48-yard line, it looks like, 49. And they'll mark it their 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. 49-yard line is where they spot it. Bulldogs moving quickly here. Time not their friend. They trail by 3 scores. Pickett goes to the other side of Kromenacker, and he'll take the handoff. Drives up, he finds a lane, is able to go forward on the left side, picks up about 8 yards, deeper into Comet territory as he was brought down there by Lewis and also by Jacob Bradfield. So it'll be 2nd down. They're going to spot the ball back at the 44-yard line, so a little bit closer or a little bit further back than we originally thought. As now here's Kromenacker, keeps it and runs into trouble, but fights his way through, and if he fights one more step, he's gone, but was tripped up by Lewis right at the 40, well, they'll spot it at the 39-yard line of Genoa. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
His ability to maneuver in those situations amazes me. He's been doing that all night long.
Ball at the Comet 39, 1st and 10 for Rossford. Here's the snap, Pickett takes it. Almost lost the ball, but hangs on as he falls forward and is able to get to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, I was picking Drew Bench head to head. Can you imagine the force of that kind of collision?
No, I can't.
I wonder if you could measure that.
Not without checking your chiclets. So it's going to be 2nd down here. The ball at the Genoa 36-yard line. Clock continues to run. 90 seconds to go in the quarter. Rossford love to cash in here before the quarter ends. Kromenacker looking for help, is not going to find any, is able to get outside, go back on the left side, plenty of room there, and he's going to run for a 1st down and more as he gets it inside the 20-yard line. They'll spot him at about the 18, 17 maybe, and it's going to be a big 1st down there for Rossford as Kromenacker made that one all on his own.
Boy, he's just been incredible on the ground tonight. He's rushed for over 170 yards from a quarterback. This is a guy that's getting close to 20 yards a carry. And he just had an incredible night.
They spot the ball at the 16, 1st and 10. Pickett, he's stopped right at the line, fights for a yard, and that's it. So it'll be 2nd and 9 as in over there on the stop is going to be guys like Caleb Kuhlman. And we'll see what happens here. You look here in the replay of the last play. He just swung everything back around. Everyone was keying in on him on one side. He swings, goes back the other way, and there's nothing but white shirts there, but there's also a lot of real estate, and he just was able to.
Yeah, eventually Novotny's the one who caught up with him.
He took something and made that. There was nothing. He made something out of nothing. So, and now we've got a flag.
Gonna be offense, yeah. That's going to set him back 5.
So the Bulldogs making that the walk of shame for 5 yards back. We'll spot the ball at the 20.
The game has gotten much cleaner. We had a lot of penalties early on.
So it'll be 2nd down and 14. As they don't have to run another play here in the 3rd quarter, but to end the 3rd quarter, but I think they're going to try one more. Man in motion. Kromenacker keeps it, runs up the middle, fights, keeps his balance, is able to take it into the end zone on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Touchdown, Rossford Bulldogs.
Yeah, he's just amazing the way he is able to take nothing from the quarterback position and find his way seamlessly through the defense and pick up big gainers on the ground. It's just incredible, and we've been touting and we're hearing about his ability to pass coming tonight, but it's been his running ability. It's really been shocking.
So Rossford stops the bleeding here as they try to narrow this lead. Are they going to go for 2, or are they going to just go for the field goal here?
I think they're going for 2, and Kromenacker's over 200 yards on the ground tonight.
Well, here we go. They go for 2. Man in motion. They pitch it over on the left side, and Pickett's going to waltz in. Oh, we got a penalty right as he was entering the end zone.
Yeah, it could be. It's a hold against the Bulldogs. That's going to set him back. They're going to go from the 13-yard, well, I guess from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, if that's the goal line, that'll take him back to the 10.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the 11.
It's possible. He could have been in the end zone before the they're sending their kicking crew out. They're going to.
Yeah, because he was like right at about the 1-yard line when when that flag flew.
That's a shame. It's a well-designed play.
Let's take a look at it here on the replay.
I think it's right there in the hold.
He's reaching for his flag before he got in the end zone.
Yeah, it's that hold right there in the end zone. You see that a defender trying to get out on him on the end zone. He's being held, and he can't get up and make the tackle. He's not. I think it's the right call.
Well, let's see where they're going to spot the ball. I mean, they're going to spot. It looks like at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, they're going 10 yards from the original line of scrimmage. So I don't know if it's different for a conversion point or what.
Well, the kick is long enough, and it is good. So
yeah,
good long extra point there by
It's an
Murtha.
NFL extra point there.
There you go. So we've got 2 seconds left in the third, and Rossford closes the gap. It's 42-28.
Now's the time to join the Northwest Ohio piping industry. If you have a high school diploma or GED, are a high school senior currently enrolled in a vocational program, or have a college degree, sign up now for our apprenticeship program. There's never been a better time to start an exciting career as a welder, pipe fitter, plumber, or HVAC service technician and earn upwards of $100,000 a year. The deadline to join the piping industry is almost here. Apply today at pipingindustry.com/TV.
I think I said it was 42-28. It's 42-27.
That's not your fault. The scoreboard operator had the wrong score on the board.
Well, it's because originally when they ran it up there and made the play, he was good for the 2-point conversion, but the penalty erased that.
Well, the Bulldogs are down 2, but do you remember the Genoa Eastwood game last year when the Eastwood was down by 2 touchdowns?
Yep.
In the second half, and Eastwood came back to win it. So if I was a Genoa fan, I would just be, I'd just be sitting on your hat here and.
Well, Paul Patterson knows, so it's not his first rodeo. That one is kicked out of bounds. The kicking game here tonight
What is this?
It has been just an adventure, to say the least.
What is the purpose of this? I don't know. Is it because you have such good receiver? That's got to be it.
Good returnman, yeah. You've
got Noah Edwards,
Josiah
Bradfield, and on the other end you've got Pickett, and you've got the Schiffer kid. I just think that's what it comes down to. I think they just don't want to kick off.
And the other guy you don't really talk a lot about, and we haven't seen him as far as on the offense as an offensive weapon tonight so much, is Cam Reynolds. I mean, Reynolds doesn't take a back seat to anybody either. So what should be the final play of the third quarter, 1st and 10 for the Comets at their own 38. Here's the handoff. They go up the middle, and falling forwards is going to be Noah Edwards, and he gets it out to the 41-yard line, and that's the final play of the third quarter. Well, we still got more football. We've got 1 quarter to go, and Rossford has closed the gap. It is now 42-27 Genoa.
There is only one place where you'll find scenic golf at affordable prices. Fallen Timbers Fairways. This golf course offers some of the best golf in Northwest Ohio for any skill level. At Fallen Timbers, they can help you plan for your next outing or event, or even improve your skills with their talented golf instructors. With their exceptional rates, Fallen Timbers is your first choice for great golf. FallenTimbersFairways.com. Easy to find, fun to play, right off Route 24 in Waterville. FallenTimbersFairways.com. Fallen Timbers Fairways.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Want to take back control? A Generac home standby generator protects your home against power outages every second of every day, all year long, automatically, whether you're home or away. Control your power, control your life with a Generac home standby generator.
For a free estimate, call Schneider Sons Electric, 419-691-8284.
Well, the Comets looking to try and hold serve is on the first play of the fourth quarter. Well, we'll see. It's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
I'm sure we're going to see Genoa stay on the ground quite a bit, keep that clock moving. 2-touchdown lead. They don't want to blow it.
Yeah, the clock's their friend right now.
Right.
But Rossford's defense, I mean, if this isn't enough to give them some incentive.
Well, you got a 3rd and 1 here, so Rossford wants to, obviously this is going to probably be on the ground, so.
And they go up the gut, and
he was met, but I don't think it's enough to stop.
I was going to say he fell forward, so I think Noah Edwards picked up that first down.
Well, it's pretty close. I don't know. Where they got a mark? Oh, they're giving it to him.
You see right here, he just falls forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I think by the nose of the football, you got it. So 1st and 10 for Genoa. They have it at their own 48-yard line.
Well, Rossford's got to get stopped.
Here's a handoff. Josiah Bradfield on the left side is met and dropped for about a 1-yard gain. And that's about it. He was not going to get any more on that one. So it's second down. We'll call it 9. As we said, the clock is the friend of the Comets right now, not so much for the Rossford Bulldogs. Bulldogs, of course, things don't get that much easier for them either next week, as they will head down to Fostoria to take on the new and improved Redmond. Here now, Noah Edwards gets outside, tripped up. Otherwise, he would have been still running, but brought down after a pickup of about 4, maybe 5, and it'll be third down. We'll call it 4 to go. Ball at the 46-yard line. Needs to get it down to the 42. So as we said, the Comets got the big showdown next week with Eastwood at Comet Stadium. And we'll be there for you. As there's the handoff again, getting outside. Noah Edwards is caught before a touchdown saving tackle. As Austin Sibilewski was the guy that saved a touchdown being scored there, but not before Noah Edwards gets it down to the 30-yard line and a first down for Genoa.
Yeah, and Sibilewski's shaking up just a little bit. He's coming off the field. I think they're going to check him out there.
Noah Edwards fell right on him, so
yeah.
May have knocked the wind
out of him. They can't afford to lose. Probably that's it. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Oh, that's not fun. I tell you, I've been there.
Yeah, I've had the wind knocked out of me, and there's no fun, nothing fun about it. The only thing I learned about that was I didn't like it. Here now the handoff, Novotny.
Yeah, I thought we'd see Novotny here tonight, especially in this situation. He's a big, strong fullback. You want to keep the ball on the ground. You want to rest your other backs once in a while, and he may be their future at running back too, being just a sophomore. With Edwards and Bradfield being junior and seniors, we're going to see Daniel Novotny probably more and more next year and the year after that.
Well, the thing, too, is that he's also a punishing running back, fullback.
Oh, yeah. He's a good wrestler. He's probably a potential state qualifying wrestler.
Well, here we go. Second down. And this time nobody was fooled on Noah Edwards, or Novotny rather, because Novotny, the thing is that he's just, like I say, he's tough to bring down. And when you make physical contact with him, you feel it.
Yeah. And he's just a punishing runner, just strong, physical,
fullback, yeah.
Yeah, he's a fullback. He's a fullback in every sense of the word.
I was going to say, emphasis on the word full.
Yes.
So, but you can tell that he's, and the fact that line for Genoa has been punishing. As here's the handoff. Noah Edwards picks up the first down and much more as he gets it down around the 11-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 here for the Comets.
But, Noah Edwards has that sixth sense of just knowing how to find his way through traffic and slash through and just make yardage when it doesn't seem like there should be any.
You can tell that it's starting to take its effect here on Rossford, because some of their players, you can see them with hands on hips. They're feeling it.
And this has been a long drive. A long punt. It's taken, we're looking at almost 6 minutes now.
And Josiah Bradfield took just 0.6 of a second there as he tried to cut inside and slipped and fell behind the line of scrimmage originally, and it's back at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, this drive looks like it's potentially could use up half the fourth quarter, and
Rossford needs it back.
Yeah, and if Genoa scores, that makes it even worse for the Bulldogs.
So here's the handoff going up the middle. They're going to pass it.
Yeah,
I was following Novotny.
No, I was surprised.
Yeah,
when George, change things up once in a while. You do that out of the wing tee, but that does stop the clock.
Well, and it also keeps the Rossford defense honest.
Right.
Right. If they load the box.
Right.
Instead of.
But now you've got 3rd and goal from the 11.
Yeah. So.
And Rossford needs to stop here, and they can force a field goal.
7:09 left to go here in this ball game, and right now it's all Genoa, 42-27.
Yeah, I'd say this is a big play right here.
Here's the pitch. Noah Edwards gets outside and goes untouched.
Wow.
Touchdown, Genoa Comets, as Noah Edwards takes it in from 11 yards out, untouched, gets to the corner of the end zone, and that may just do it here for Genoa as they put that final nail in. See on the replay here, he had a wall of blockers there, and he just
excellent blocker. Nathan Lewis out there, Just some guys just doing their job on that line. You got to give all the credit to the line, Genoa's offensive line, on that touchdown. Noah Edwards was virtually untouched.
There's the point after from Witt, and he sails it through. So we've got 7:03 to go here in the ball game, and Genoa leads it now 49-27.
At Genoa Custom Interiors, we provide quality service at competitive prices. We offer a variety of flooring and interior design options customized to fit your needs. From carpets to hardwood, no matter what type of flooring you desire, we have what you want. Our designers will show you how to set up furniture, flooring, window treatments. Contact us today for a free estimate for any of our interior design, installation, and services. Genoa Custom Interiors. Genoa Jewelers, 611 Main Street in Genoa, has been serving the area with quality jewelry and gifts for over 19 years. Specializing in gold and silver repairs, Frank Comise has been a goldsmith for over 30 years. Our selection of Pulsar watches, Precious Moments figurines, Reflections beads, Seraphim classics, and quality stellar rings, all at a price you can afford. Genoa Jewelers also buys gold and silver and has the perfect gift for that someone special. Stop out today at Genoa Jewelers, 611 Main Street in Genoa.
So the Comets starting to pull away here. So we await the kickoff here from Sam Witt. Please, in the middle somewhere, thank you. Because it's grabbed at the 18. And changing direction over here. Going outside over the 30, but then dropped at the 32. So it'll be 1st and 10 here for the Rossford Bulldogs, as taking that one. I believe that was Reynolds that was the ball carrier.
And on that last touchdown, Noah Edwards, he needs to buy all his blockers a milkshake or a steak dinner, because, we keep talking about Noah Edwards and all these guys, but I'll tell you what, these blockers, they're the ones that really are doing it, and so much of it, and they don't even get their names. Every time somebody runs, it should be their names they're calling out. Really.
The shake, it wouldn't be enough, man. Those are the buffet boys. You need more than that. Cam Reynolds goes out of bounds after hauling in the pass. That stops the clock, but they'll have it second down in about a yard and a half to go. Right between the 40 and the 41, it's the ball spotted. So, second down, just over a yard to go. Going to air it out again over here on the left side. Reynolds catches it, is brought out of bounds inside of Comet territory, as Lewis was the guy that did that. So it'll be 1st down here for Rossford, but the clock is, as we keep saying, is not their friend.
Well, Kronenecker just hitting these quick passes to the outside. He's very good at it. Helps get some confidence back. Of course, they have a lot of ground to make up in just a little over 6.5 minutes, down 3 scores. But
now they're going to air it out deep over the middle. He's got a receiver. It's complete. Now it's a race to the end zone, and it looks like Ike is going to make it. Touchdown, Rossford Bulldogs.
Well-designed play. Well-designed play. Perfect pass by Kronenecker, one of his best strikes of the night. And I got to think those 2 quick passes to the side helped Bill get some confidence. And, he's had a lot of passes that were just a little bit too far in front, but we can see he's got a good arm. He's just a sophomore.
Well, nice job by Austin Ike. He cut back inside on that post and just hauled it in and raced down the to the end zone.
And Austin Mike, just an incredible play by him. He completed 69 of 134 yards as quarterback. The first 34 passes for over 1,000 yards the first 5 games, and he's given up that spot here to play receiver. And he's just making it a lot easier. There's an extra point going bad.
Yeah, miscommunication on the pitch between Chris Pickett and Kronenecker, and it goes for naught. But hey, we've got 6:33 to go, and it's 49-33.
We still got a game.
Do you ever drive around the neighborhoods just to look at the houses? I like spotting the ones that have been around the longest. because they remind me of the amazing legacy I'm part of.
Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, president of Genoa Bank.
For over 110 years, our bank has helped families buy and build their homes, and all that time, one thing hasn't changed. At Genoa Bank, we believe that when we put the mortgage needs first,
the rest takes care of itself.
Genoa Bank, taking your banking needs personally.
Again, a big thanks out to some of our sponsors, including right there with Genoa Bank. And of course, Genoa Interiors is big pass play there from Kromenacker to Ike, and then, my goodness, you would think 33 points, Rossford would be happy, but not when you're playing a team like Genoa. The Comets have got an offense that they are very, very productive.
Well, Rossford has scored 22 in a game, 34 in a game, and lost both of those. This is not unusual for them this year.
And I think another offsides.
Yes.
It's the second time they've done that here.
This iconic stadium, I just love this place. You just look across and you see the river over there, and you see the houses, people over in their, I don't know if the camera shot, it gets too dark now, but they've built some, I don't know, people over there barbecuing and watching the game. They get free tickets every week. It's just incredible. It's just a party. Every time you come here, you see them over there. I don't know if they sell those spots or they ought to partner with the school district and do something. I'm sure every week they're out there and they're not paying anything for those seats.
Wrigley Field, kind of.
Yeah. It's so cool. It's just so cool. This is a cool place growing up when Rossford, Eastwood, Genoa, Lake, and Elmwood were all in the Northern Lakes League. Matter of fact, most of the teams in the Northern Lakes League then are in this conference now. So, and Rossford was the one team to be scared of back in those days. They were the powerhouse.
Well, they take it back 5 yards, and Murtha will try again. Short pop fly, be grabbed at about the 20-yard line. And good coverage there by the Bulldogs as Jacob Bradfield returns it out near the 30. And it'll be 1st and 10 here for the Comets. Again, be sure to visit the website, ToledoSportsNetwork.com, TSNW.tv. We really would like to have you check out our library of games. I mean, we have got a number of years worth of games that we've done, whether it be on the web, whether it be on TV, you name it, we've got it. And seen some interesting guys from back in the day. Now off the handoff there, my goodness. Nice job of running there by Noah Edwards as he adds to his total.
Well, the other thing about the stadium is next year, this school behind us is going to be destroyed. There's going to be a new building. I'm hearing there's a chance they may not be able to play football here. Chance. Mm-hmm. It's not all settled. There's a lot to decide yet because of construction going on behind us. But that they may play somewhere else. They may not. But then also, in the end result, will be a renovated stadium. But they will continue to play here, which is the best news I've heard. So.
2nd and 1 yard to go here for the Comets. They have it at their own 41. Here's the handoff to Josiah Bradfield. As he rolls outside, picks up the 1st down, but then is brought down at about the 48, maybe the 49. So as we said, the Bulldogs are going to have to.
2 touchdowns down, 5.5 minutes to go. Definitely possible. That touchdown they just scored keeps them a legitimate contender. Yeah, keeps it interesting. They just got to force a 3 and out. And, of course, obviously, Genoa just got a 1st down. So, that's a lot more time. Every 1st down is a couple minutes at least off that clock.
You're looking at one of the best teams in the Northern Buckeye Conference.
And putting the ball on the ground and grinding out time. And they're looking in that tight wing tee, and they're going to let you know what's coming.
They're just going to do, here, you stop me.
And they're using Novotny. Look at that. Oh, my gosh, how many people. Look at the trail of defenders behind them.
On the ground.
Yeah, it's just incredible.
So, they'll be close to a 1st down, about 1 yard short.
Yeah, I can't wait to tell you the truth. I mean, it's exciting watching Noah Edwards and Josiah Bradfield, but I'll tell you what. it's going to be a little different when Daniel Novotny is the starting running back and going full time. He's just going to be a powerhouse back when his day comes.
Can you imagine when he gets his growth spurt?
Yeah. When he's benching 400 instead of 300.
No question about it. Well, we've got 5 minutes to go here in this one. And, of course, thank you again to some of our sponsors. Of course, Genoa Interiors, Pub 51. Also, thank you to Genoa Jewelers, TAS Electronics, Creative Video Imagery. Here's the handoff again, and fighting through there and getting outside, and off to the races he goes.
They're off to the races.
Untouched.
Yep.
Well, or fighting through, and then once in the secondary, Noah Edwards saying, before we start talking about Daniel Novotny, you better start talking about me first.
Yeah, you better talk about me first. You know, I remember how Jim Mazey's at Sylvania South. He was still coaching there, but when he had his powerhouse team, talked about his players that called him his horses, and he's off to the races. He can run as fast as any horse I've ever seen. And
once he got through that line,
you're not catching him.
Nope, he was untouched
You're
after
not catching him. No.
So 47-yard gallop there by Noah Edwards, and the route is on. There's the point after from Witt, and it is good. So we've got 4:32 left in this one, and the Comets lead it 55-33 or 56-33 here on the Toledo Sports Network.
Glad to help. See you soon. Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, president of Genoa Bank. At Genoa Bank, we believe there's more to a financial institution than the transaction. There's the relationship. Taking your banking needs personally is our top priority. We offer many helpful financial options for local families, farmers, and small businesses. Because we're locally owned, we take the time to get to know you personally. You might say we're just a lone call away. Genoa Bank, taking your banking needs personally.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you what, don't forget next week we will be in Genoa for the big showdown with the Comets and the #1 in the state in Division 5, Eastwood Eagles.
And, you know, Genoa and Eastwood make it the big 2 and the little 6. You remember what they used to say about Ohio State and Michigan. They've won every single Northern Buckeye Conference championship except for the year Lake took it.
Yep.
And Lake had a great team that year, finished 10-0. But it just about always comes down to Eastwood and Genoa. And once again this year, that's about where we're at.
Well, here we go. Another line drive, grabbed at about the 18. And again, good field position as Reynolds gets dropped. Or it's Abernathy, I'm sorry. They made it out there to the 34-yard line as he was dropped out there amongst others. But Gage Gallagher in on the stop for Genoa. And it'll be 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs at their own 34-yard line.
I will say this, don't forget those Otsego Knights, even though they lost 39-0 to Eastwood last year.
Last week.
If somehow the Comets can upset the #1 ranked Eagles, the Knights could be in position for a Coal Championship yet. So we don't want to forget the Otsego Knights and the great year they're having.
1st and 10 from the Bulldog 34. Empty backfield. Here comes the blitz. Over here on the screen, it's pass complete on the left side. And Cam Reynolds hauls it in, is forced out of bounds at about the 43-yard line of Rossford. So it'll be 2nd and less than a yard.
That's what I like about high school football. It's the old rule. If you're forced out of bounds, you're still out of bounds. Now, in the NFL, I tell you, nowadays, sometimes I don't know what some of these rules are. You know, you're forced out of bounds, the clock doesn't stop. So,
Well, here we go. 2nd down and a yard. Empty backfield, trips to the right, twins to the left. Kromenacker stops, fires over on the left side. Reynolds complete.
Excellent.
Enough for a 1st down as he gets it inside Comet territory. They'll spot it at the Genoa 48-yard line. So Rossford will go to the no huddle.
Yeah, Jacob Bradfield or somebody out on an edge needs to read one of these quick passes and just pick one off and head downfield with it. I can't imagine them just keep getting away with this without somebody figuring out what's going on here.
Well, they're going to go trips again out to the right and twins to the left, and I think they're going to keep it this way the rest of the way.
Jacob Bradfield over here on the left side has to know what's coming.
Here's the toss on the right side now as Pickett takes it. He'll pick up the first down as he gets inside the 40 to about the 36-yard line as Daniel Novotny in on the stop, but not before first down for Rossford. As you see on the replay right here, they change direction, and Pickett finally gets one right into his breadbasket, and he's just able to haul it and haul butt.
So is Genoa playing kind of a prevent defense here, or he's got Pickett wide open?
Yep, and there you go. Pass is complete, getting over there.
Oh,
whoa! Pickett loses the football, and the Comets. That's kind of, I think, kind of the exclamation point here on the night for Chris Pickett.
All the way down to the 6-yard line, and that's their 4th turnover in the night. 3 of them fumbles, lost fumbles.
And, of course, it was picked up there by Noah Edwards, kind of the exclamation point on his night.
Yeah.
I mean, the irony there is not unnoticed.
Yeah, and, 4 turnovers. They're down by 4 touchdowns, virtually. I guess 3 touchdowns, 3.5 now with the extra points that were missed. We'll just still say 3, but still, that's the difference in the ball game right now.
Yeah, if you take away the turnovers, we're pretty much nip and tuck the rest of the way.
And Genoa took advantage of those turnovers, too.
That's the big deal.
And this time they're not going to worry about taking advantage. They've got a whole field to march, plenty of time to take off. Rossford will be lucky to get the ball back.
Well, here's a handoff again as Genoa content to just eat the clock up here. As Noah Edwards is just adding to, I think he's just adding to his run total. He has just had an outstanding night here tonight.
Oh, the numbers are just out of this world offensively on both teams. We got even Komanecker over 200 yards, Rossford quarterback over 200 yards in the ground. We're going to have an incredible night of probably 600-700 yards total offense, 800 yards. We had close to 400 at halftime, so we're probably going to be well over 800 by the time this game's over by both teams combined.
Well, here we go. Right under center, McGeorge hands the ball off again. This time Novotny driving forward. 1st and 10 here for the Comets. So they will continue to move. They'll start the clock back up after they move the sticks. So we've got 3:04 to go. Big thank you to the people here at Rossford. Of course, always very gracious when we come in and cover the games for them here on the Toledo Sports Network. Of course, we'll be heading over to Comet Country next weekend, as next Friday it's the big showdown between Genoa and Eastwood, and we'll have that game for you. And well, and of course we always look forward to going to Genoa as well, because the people out there also are wonderful folks that treat us really good, and we always appreciate that very much. Here's Novotny again on the left side, able to drive forward, 1st down run as he gets it out to about the 35-yard line, and that'll move the sticks and keep the clock going.
Rossford even knows what's coming, and yet they're still picking up 10, 12 yards a carry, Novotny and Edwards.
Well, I think, again, it's just that defense is just wore out.
They're wore out, and the blocking has been a rough game in the trenches, a long game, and that's what happens.
Well, we've got a timeout there for a moment, but they're going to wind the clock up and start her again. So the ball at the 35 here of Genoa. They only need to run a couple more plays and then go into victory formation.
Yeah, both teams have all their timeouts. I don't see them using them, though. I think it's just a matter of taking this down. And
here off the snap, it's up the gut again, and Daniel Novotny showing off his wares for the future. And it's a mighty bright future for number 36. As they'll spot the ball at the 40, it'll be 2nd and 5, but more importantly, again, the clock running. Like I said, Rossford, they're going to head down to Fostoria, though, Pat, and the Redmen are no longer an automatic win for your team. Not anymore.
No, they're not. Coach Tidwell has brought back to Fostoria a little bit of that spark that you used to see years ago, when they were in the Northern Ohio League, and even before that, back in the days when they were in the Great Lakes League, when they used to be a contender, even won a state championship. And
wasn't Damon Moore on that team?
Yeah, and they just there's who is it that's in the NFL now from that team from Fostoria, but played against Genoa, matter of fact, in a playoff game. Genoa won. But, you know, you think of Fostoria back in the day when they took on Whitmer, Napoleon, Bowling Green, Port Clinton, and then the old GLL, Clay, Bedford, you know, when they were in that league, and against bigger schools. And then you got some even other bigger schools like Fremont Ross coming in and stuff. And what they had to go up against the size school they are.
Well, they got that kid Garcia at quarterback who right now leads the NBC in passing.
Skylar Garcia, and he's kind of in the fashion of Fostoria football, and you know, I think it's only going to get better too.
And they don't have to run another play, so I think they're just going to go ahead and go to out in the field and shake hands as your final here at Jackson Ferguson Stadium is the Comets. Did a nice job as they started slow, but they went on ahead and steamrolled as they were able to pick up a huge win here against Rossford, 56-33. And well, now we can officially start talking about the showdown, Pat, next weekend with Eastwood.
Yeah, it's a showdown, all right. And, you know, I haven't seen Eastwood this year. I saw Steve Junga wrote a nice column today, a nice feature today on the Cade Booz, who's their best returning running back, but they are so deep and they have so many players, and Genoa's got a challenge ahead of them.
Yep, looking forward to it. So, well, that's going to do it from here at Jackson Ferguson Stadium. Big thank you to our crew for doing a job well done on the cameras and also for production. And, of course, for my pal Pat here, I am Mick. We will talk to you again next week from Genoa when the Comets will host the Eastwood Eagles. For now, your final 56-33, Genoa defeats Rossford. This is the Toledo Sports Network here, and this has been high school football on TSNW. Good night.